I think, if we are done here with this two topics, we can go on to the AI data center. You said you had you could show the humming noise that people were talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty jarring.
Sure. So I had previously done an AI data center video, and to be honest with you, if you haven't go seen it, I thought it was good. I exposed what was just inside, which a lot of people didn't seem to know was inside data centers.
Yeah,
So I was
like
showing
here's
that.
one video.
Wow. Real?
Yeah.
Is in Finland, New Jersey?
However,
Holy
they did
shit.
vote to get rid of this particular one, so I think they're taking it down.
This noise,
I
and
believe
as
this
of right
is what-
now, I don't see the black smoke,
Maybe not, to the hour.
but often
This video after traveling in Joppa. Building that.
Okay, thanks, buddy, for explaining what we could use here. So there's other videos too. Like I think this one's one. Another AI data center.
My question is, what is making that noise?
Well, they have
What's the
giant
mechanics
servers.
behind it?
They have giant fucking mega computers that have to be run through, essentially incredibly cold water essentially, and that water gets fucking sent through, and there's a shit ton of machinery involved, so it all just combines together and makes a loud ass fucking noise.
I guess, but it's just a bunch of high end computers.
Not only that, you have water pressure issues that people are having. So this woman's having to fill up buckets and stuff.
Data center. Wow, and that's just from the water coming out of your faucet.
Yeah, and this is what's in all the pipes.
Just the well itself is probably 20,000, and that's not counting any of the
All the
faucets.
replacement of
You
the.
said his well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like.
I don't know
Again,
that.
I'm kind of skeptical. Yeah, how data centers are infecting wells. Listen, I'm
We're
like
Upper
open.
Marion Town.
I'm very open to the idea that data centers are damaging, and there's no doubt that they are. But I'm also very skeptical of people saying that they're doing things that don't make sense to me. Dude, I would kill myself if this was what I heard the entire time.
Yeah.
In Minecraft, sorry.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I mean it's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. Yeah, it's also killing off a lot of wildlife too.
But like again, what does that mean? Like how? What's the relation there?
I mean, for example, birds need to hear in order to mate properly.
Okay, I mean, I guess.
Like, there's a lot of animals that need sound to, be undisturbed in order to,
They're incredibly expensive. Yeah, I mean, we know that much.
Yeah. Like, once again, nothing's good about this. We don't need AI. We never needed AI. How about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the opposite boat. I think it's fine.
I mean, we don't need it though. Like, it's not a necessity.
Yeah, but you don't need roads. You don't need fucking computers. You don't need, a refrigerator. Technically, you can live without all of those things.
I mean, I don't know. They said VR was going to be the next big thing. Most people still don't own a VR headset, so.
They said what was? VR?
VR, yeah.
I think we'll get there.
The metaverse. The metaverse. You look like a fucking Lego man with like no
technology,
body.
It's not cheap enough, right? That's kind of the biggest problem. If it was less than $100, I think people would jump on board. B, it's not as accessible. You kind of need a lot of room to be able to have it and use it properly.
Yeah.
It's the technology's still not quite there. Like the batteries don't last long for the ones that aren't wired.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like this just isn't right.
I mean, I don't entirely disagree, but I think the viewpoint. I'm very black and white. That's okay. And if you're gonna say, "Oh, we don't need them,"
% black.
you don't need them. Well, you don't need a lot of things. Rows were extremely detrimental to wildlife. We don't always rebel when that shit's going on. And look how much economic activity flourished because of a simple road being built. A ton, It becomes the backbone. And they are banking. Again, I don't want to put people who hate data centers down. I totally understand all the concerns. I really do get it. However, I think people are also kind of not realizing the potential that comes with data centers.
Well, what's weird to me is why do they have to build it near a neighborhood?
Okay, that's a good point. That I agree with. I don't understand why. I thought most of these were getting built out in the middle of nowhere.
I think the reason they're building it near neighborhoods is to plummet the property value nearby. That way BlackRock can come in, buy it all out, and then they magically fix the humming noise and then resell the home.
Well, maybe. My guess is it's because they want to be close to the water plants and to the electricity, the grid, the infrastructure already in place.
Yeah.
This also brings me to a thing I was going to talk about in a separate video, but so obviously these things are energy hungry, and the US, when it comes to energy production, it's kind of like 50-50 when it comes to capitalism, private businesses supplying it, and the public sector, or the public sector. They like combine forces to keep the prices low.
Yep. 100%.
And so basically, it was never really thought that these massive data centers, which require, they require a fucking city's worth of energy, be built right on the grid. And so it's just doubling the amount of energy needed to produce, which is obviously skyrocketing prices because the prices are just meant for, it's equally dispersed amongst the entire population.
Yeah.
And so, the solution to that I thought was interesting. Either we can funnel more money into the public's creation, the government's creation of more energy, which is probably going to be nuclear because it just has to be, or you can do what Trump is doing, and is making these companies attach a power factory to the building, which has its own ramifications. I'm way more interested in what that turns into. Like, I think it's, on one hand, I think it's really good that the companies making these data centers have to provide their own electricity, but at the same time, you can see all the risks of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they become their own entities a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't mind building these in like black neighborhoods.
Why? What is that? What's the logic there?
Because it's government housing.
Oh, I see. That's where that's going.
Because at that point, our taxpayers are paying for it. Why? I mean, it is supposed to be low property value housing anyway. It's not like BlackRock would want to buy up the property one way or the other. So maybe, hell, who knows? Maybe they could get jobs at the data centers.
In general, I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know about what you just said. The best practice, I think, would be to build them away from population centers, which I thought they were mostly doing, but apparently not so much. They literally. I'm curious how close the data center is to that neighborhood, but it seems like it's close enough that they can hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty decently close from what they've been showing in the videos.
Yeah, I wonder what the logic is there. If they were built out in the middle of nowhere, like most factories are, or were originally done, that's probably best.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think that these neighborhoods just need to start banding together and just start cutting their power lines. That's all you can really do.
I mean, I don't know.
I know. You just cut them.
Florida has the most data centers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, I've never, I don't know. There's a lot here. I've never been like, oh, there's one. It's really loud. I'm sure I've driven past one at least once,
See, where I live, Doug, the irrigation sucks and the water is often murky. So there's no world where they're going to be able to use any of this water in our area to.
Oh, so you're protected.
Yeah, because the water is disgusting.
Gotcha. There was something else. Oh, the money that has gone to data centers has surpassed all other infrastructure in the US.
Really?
Yeah. So like roads, again, like power, anything else, any other public infrastructure, money towards data centers has now like made up the more of the budget than any of the other ones.
I see.
Which again, the potential here, it's hard to say, right? Because you can never really know. But for me, when I envision what data centers turn into, they turn into the backbone of the future. They are
Backrooms?
the backrooms. No,
Oh,
the no, they turn into the future of what roads are. What
yeah.
airports are, what the internet is. Like data centers will be that infrastructure, and people automatically associate data centers with AI, which I get it, but at the same time, it's not. Data centers have existed long before we started using AI. They've like long before, long before. They've been around for a bit. It's basically where all your websites are stored. It's where you're accessing data
Someone had
centers
sex
all
in
the
a data
time.
center recently.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing it right now. I can literally
I
hear
can
them. That's what the humming noise is. But again, it's hard for me to convince people of their importance because it hasn't been built yet. Is basically what's going on. But when I think about it, AI is everywhere. Fucking and the backbone for that
The backrooms.
is data center. It's the
What
backbone.
if the AI data centers are actually just the backrooms?
They are there. What if we just stored them in the backrooms? Then this wouldn't be a problem.
Actually, I want them to make the backrooms.
Like a dimensional pocket.
Well, no, like people get kidnapped, they get fucking
Oh,
chloroformed,
okay.
they get tossed into this fucking labyrinth, which is just the fucking backrooms, which is like this huge like 1,000-acre fucking stage where the only way to escape is by jumping off the top of the building once you finally make it there, or if you finally make it there without getting completely fucking lost and dying to whatever the hell is in there at that point. And then you have to jump off the top of the building and just trust that when you get to the ground you'll be safe. And at the bottom there's like a net
Mm,
and Yahoo.
nice. That was clever.
Thank you.